Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood. Can you hear me? Hold on here. Can you hear me, everybody? Oh, man. What's up, Farkas Garby? Can you see and hear me all right? Lights and sound okay? What's up, Chris? What's up, Gamer for Life? Jeffrey, Joe, Rennie, Ryan, Backyard Politics. What's up? Boda, Lola, Will. Oh, my goodness. Crazy times here. Make sure that's... Oh, man. Glad you like the vest. How you doing? Boom. I've ordered the equipment, the little cam link thing to convert. So soon the production value will get even better. I know it's kind of shitty with this dumb webcam. Oh, man. But if I had too good a production value, could you trust me if I had like a really slick studio somewhere that was funded by the Koch brothers? Get your vests on, everybody. Get your vests on. Hit the like button. I do need the views. Vegan Guns. What's up, Astrid? What's up, A Mares? Karen, skin in the game. No, keep it raw. Ministry of Vests, looking good. Hello, everybody. Richard Anderson, hello. Oh, wow, huh? We're gonna get into it, but wow. Let me just get everything set up here. It is Tuesday, March 8th at about 2:40 in the evening, or in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm in shock too. It's Wednesday. Yeah, it is Wednesday. Shit. 121 people watching, 53 likes. Please hit the like button. It is Wednesday. Yeah, shit. I'm losing track of time. I was on Get Your News On with Ron this morning, with Ron Placone, obviously, and he had a guest on, I think his name was Angelica, who is running for a Congress seat in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles. I was talking to Jimmy on the phone today. He's going to go live tonight around 4. We need political vigilante brand yellow vests. Absolutely. It's crazy. It's Bernie Sanders dropped out. General strike. Now was the time. Bernie was controlled opposition. Yeah, we're going to get into that. Bill Gates flight on the Lead Express. I can't. Yeah. I'd make a mint if I did that. Damian Black, you got it. What? Yes, we'll be safe. Progressive third party now. Third party time. As soon as I went to Jimmy, I froze. So I know we've had some. I just want to give you an update about the studio. Snorkel 2K has been very generous. He is having sent to me a 30-foot Ethernet cable. So part of my issue is that where my little studio is, this used to be where my little dining room table was, and it's a good 20-some feet away from my router. So that's why I'm Wi-Fi, even though I have really fast internet, but it's better to stream hardlined in. So that's coming soon. That's just supposed to be arriving on Friday. And then also I ordered this cam link thing. I talked to Arno, Jimmy's producer, and the cam link is we'll be able to use my okay. Oh, here's a psycho. We just got a wingnut early, big block. So yeah, how do I vote for? Oh, Green Party, you got to vote for Biden to stop Trump. Oh boy, no way. No way. Are you in the wrong show if you think that's going to happen? There's no way I'm voting for Joe Biden. There's no earthly way. 200 people watching, 99 likes. Please hit the like button, everybody. Shave your knuckles with justice. Great way to support the show is what Mberg33 is doing. Hit that little dollar icon, the super thing. You can support the show. I don't get any money from corporations or pharmaceutical companies or anything like that. So I'm completely dependent upon you. Oh, I've been talking a lot, so my voice is getting a little raspy. I was debating on going after Jimmy's show tonight, like going around 8 o'clock, but I think this is going to be an emotional show. So I was like, maybe I need to do this show for a couple hours and then just take a break from all of this and go on a bike ride and do yoga. When I ride my bike, I wear a mask now. I wear gloves. I wear eyewear. I ride away from people. Mberg33, are you going to run now since Bernie dropped out? I am tempted. If the Movement for a People's Party wanted me to run, I would. You know? If the Movement for a People's Party or the Green Party wanted me to run, I would as president. I'm not a Russiagator. I'm for Medicare for all and a Green New Deal. And the thing I would add to my campaign is I will round up billionaire sex trafficking pedophiles. I'll take all of Bernie's platform and I will add that. That'll be the thing that'll stand. I will be going after billionaire pedophile sex traffickers. That would be the Graham Elwood 2020 platform. And vegan guns for everybody. Tisha T. Tisha, thank you so much for supporting the show. How do you think the movement for Occupy Wall Street differs from this? Occupy didn't have enough organizational, therefore no lasting effect. A general strike will be effective? Question mark. Great question, Tisha. That was the problem or the shortcoming or whatever with Occupy, and that was what they wanted, a decentralized thing. And I get that because look, the powerful, the deep state, the intelligence community, which is a bunch of unelected people, that's the permanent state. They're in office no matter what. It doesn't matter, Republican, Democrat in the White House, they're always there. And they know how to infiltrate and subvert and break up movements. That's what they do. They did it to Occupy. They did it to a bunch of things. So the thing about a general strike is I don't know that they realize what they've done here. Because the pandemic, no one can go out in the street and occupy. The yellow vests are done. They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything in the streets anymore because we can't because of this pandemic. But we can do a general strike from home. I think a general strike is critical now more than ever. So I've talked about this, like we've talked about the Amazon strike. And that Amazon strike worker got fired by Jeff Bezos because Jeff Bezos is a sociopath who just can't handle, he has to be right all the time. He's a complete sociopath. He's just out of his mind. Like he could give up one of his 150 some billion dollars, one of them. He could just give up one and all of his employees would have health benefits, union jobs. Right now, he could afford to give them all hazard pay because they're frontline workers. It is hazard pay. What he did was fire the guy. How much more power do you need? He's mentally not capable of being a CEO running a company. He's out of it. Who does that? Some guy wants more money because he doesn't want to he doesn't want to die. He doesn't want to get a COVID-19 and die from filling fucking orders for your goddamn website, and your job, what you do is fire him? Like, what is Bezos do in his off time? Just sit there and take kittens and drown them? Like, what does he do? How do you do that? Oh, here's a woman running to be a socialist on city council in Seattle, and she wants to give rent control to people, and she wants to help homeless people. She's a compassionate person with a kind heart. Oh, I'm going to spend money to stop her. That's evil. That's crazy evil. That's evil. That's just pure evil. That's sitting around going, how can we put people in? Can we put people in ovens? We get them on rail cars, take them into camps with ovens. Like, what's the most cost-effective way to do that? That's evil. That's pure evil. So now is the moment when actually the 99% has the most leverage. We have the most leverage. We stop delivering food and everything to the 99%. We stop working for them, or for the 1% rather. We stop working for them. Security guards stop guarding Bezos and them. We have the power. They don't. We have to show them how much power we have. And a general strike is something we can all do from home. First of all, we need to start by boycotting Amazon. Cancel your Amazon Prime subscription and say why. Don't shop on Amazon. Find small independent businesses and support them. Because I'm telling you, every little retail store in your neighborhood, in your state, in your city, they all have been scrambling to get their products online. All of them. All of them. Support your local business. I went to my local co-op yesterday to shop because I had to get groceries. I don't go to Whole Foods. I haven't gone there for a long time. And, I don't even want to go to the big chain grocery stores because there's a lot of these people, And I go to my local co-op, and everybody's got masks and gloves on. And I walk in, and the guy he puts hand sanitizer in, he tells me to wash my hands, and then he points, and there's rubber gloves for everybody to wear to go shopping. They had brand new surgical gloves for people to wear. Wow, that's a store that is taking care of its staff, for starters, because it's a worker cooperative, and it's taking care of its customers. And I gladly spent my money there. Gladly. So that's what it's going to take. Yeah, I would add Jameson Tone. What's up, Jameson? Shave your knuckles for justice. When are you and Ron going to be on with Jimmy routinely again? That's a great question. I was talking to Jimmy on the phone today, and I said, dude, hey, whenever you want me to Skype in, let me know. And he said, let me know. I'm not sure about today because I got to put the show together. But I said, whatever. You're Skyping, or you're going live 5 days a week. Just let me know. I'll be on it. So we'll be on it again. We'll Skype in and do it. I would, yeah. It'd be nice to be on the show again. We'll, I will. So Kyle Taylor, do you think Jimmy will ever have Whitney Webb on his show? Is it too risky for him to go that deep with such a large audience? I don't think so. I don't think he has a problem with that. I'll even refer him to Whitney. I'll tell him about Whitney, and he should have her on the show. He should have her on his show because she's fantastic. She does great work. Please watch the video I did with her about these pandemic simulations where they predicted COVID-19 and have done nothing. They want it to be bad here. And this fake stimulus plan that everybody signed on is designed to make us implode. Yeah, we're getting into population control is what I think. Beth B, what's up, Beth? Please add free Julian Assange to your platform. Absolutely. If I ran for president, I would have Bernie's Medicare for All, his Green New Deal, right? All that stuff. And I would absolutely free Julian and Chelsea Manning. Absolutely be part of my plan. And I'd be talking about jailing billionaires, jailing them. Seizing their assets and jailing them is what I'd be talking about as president. 426 watching, 192 likes. Please hit the like button, everybody. Get the likes up there. Get the likes up there. Yeah, I've talked about Event 2001. Event 201. Yeah, and Dark Winter. Jimmy can't know about everybody. We all can't know about everything. Yeah, and just real quickly, Julian Assange, Belmarsh prison is releasing a bunch of prisoners because there's COVID-19 running rampant in their prison, like it is in prisons all over the world. It's happening here in America. Oh, but they're leaving Julian Assange in there. Weird, wacky. And he has a pre-existing condition, from what I understand. I follow Christine Assange, that's Julian's mom. Follow her on Twitter. It's bullshit, man. No crybabies about buffering. Grow up. Yeah, I'm gonna have the buffering thing fixed hopefully by Friday or Saturday as soon as I get the cable, because I've got 500 megabytes per second internet. So it's just, I need to hardwire it. I don't have a cable long enough. It's showing up in the mail. It's on its way. It'll get better. Yep. I feel so angry right now because I feel powerless to stop these fucking vultures. So goddamn angry. All right. Well, we got 466 people, 242 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Tisha T. Shave your knuckles for justice, Tisha. Why can't we call ourselves Americans? We don't need to call ourselves socialists. We believe in American values. All men are created equal. Corporations were not the original idea of America. Yeah, you're right. We should call ourselves American socialists. I just have a problem. I think I'm going to stop calling myself a progressive because it's been so co-opted by all these jackasses, corporate Democrats or whatever. I just think they're so awful. But that's a great point, Tisha. That is a great, great point. All right, man. The reason we're all here, everybody. 459 liking, 279 likes. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. Like and subscribe. Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. It's April 8th, a day that will live in infamy. Remember this? If you're live streaming, you're not going to be able to hear it, but I'm doing this for the bigger clip. Our presidential campaign. You know the truth. Right there, he just said we're 300 delegates behind President Joe Biden. So that's one of the excuses Bernie is using for bailing on us again. I cut him slack the first time 4 years ago. I kind of understood it. And there were people like the same progressive who were furious at him. And I was like, I totally get where she's coming from. I'm just not there yet. Kept holding out an inkling of hope. An inkling of hope. Same progressive was right 4 years ago. Because right there, that statement right there, we're still some 300 delegates behind. It's too much ground to catch up. Wrong. We haven't even counted all the delegates. You've been cheated. There's states we're having people going out and voting in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. They said, don't show up we're closing down the voting in Wisconsin. Then they said, we are having the voting in Wisconsin. So right there, that's disingenuous. Path towards virtually impossible. This battle for the Democratic nomination will not be successful. The reason it's not successful, Bernie, is you didn't fight hard enough. I'm going to get into my reasons about this, but let's be real clear. Why did he do this? He talks about we won the ideological movement. You've got people, Medicare for all, everyone's talking about it now. 4 years ago, they weren't. Everyone's talking about, but thanks to Andrew Yang, everyone's talking about UBI. Even though I didn't like Andrew Yang's book, now everyone's like, we need UBI. We need Medicare for all and UBI in the middle of this pandemic. We need it right now. This was the golden moment, the golden opportunity for Bernie to fucking stand up. And he didn't. He didn't. You can be hurt. You can be angry. The people are like, hey, Bernie inspired me. He gave me hope. Graham, don't be too angry. Don't shit on him too hard. I get that. I get that. But we got to, I said on this show from day one, man, nobody gets a free pass. I'm sorry. I gave this man my money. I've done dozens of videos supporting him, and he just fucking sold us out today. In the worst time. It makes no sense. The whole country has stopped saying, how are we going to pay for Medicare for all? The whole country has just stopped 3 weeks ago. That conversation stopped. This is your golden moment. March 15th, that debate with Joe Biden, that was the one. That was the weekend. Everything that week, starting on the 11th, everything started getting shut down. The NBA, the NHL, Ron and I canceled our tour. We weren't even going to be able to go live. We were going to be flying back during that debate. But we had to cancel our Florida tour. Lost money. Like all of us have lost money during this fucking pandemic. I haven't suffered more or less than anybody else. So we did that. We watched, and like, this is the debate. This is where Bernie's going to stand up and finally go, I'm the guy to lead us out of this. Trump's out of his mind. Biden's not the guy. And he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. And we have to hold him accountable for that. We have to. I came on this show and called Tulsi Gabbard a fucking sellout the day she backed Joe Biden. And some of the Tulsi supporters were like, what's the difference? I'll tell you a little difference right now. A little difference. There's no one else for him to support. Tulsi could have said, I stand behind Bernie. He could have, and I did numerous videos. He should have said she should be his VP. They could be, Bernie right now could be running away with this. It could be like this election. He won't call out the Democratic Party. He won't call out Biden's 8 years under the Obama administration where they took us from 2 wars to 7. He won't do it. He won't do it. He won't do it. The last debate, Bernie, couple of shots, but he didn't hit hard enough. He won't call out the cheating of the Democratic Party. AOC won't. This speech, watching this today, infuriated me. It infuriated me. We're still got to push the ideological battle. I mean, I said I was on Ron Placone's Get Your News on with Ron. Ron said it. He goes, it's like a football team's, they're down by a touchdown. They're on the last minute drive. And on third down, they just punt the football for no good goddamn reason. I talked to my friend John Updike with Open Primaries, who's been working in independent politics for 30 years. And he goes, Graham, he has all the leverage now. All these people behind him, everyone, all of us waiting and waiting. All of us Bernie supporters that are not any blue will do. Well, none of us are I'm not going to vote for Joe Biden. You fucking kidding me? And he said in the video, Joe Biden is a decent man. And I screamed at my TV. I said, he's not a decent man. Joe Biden is a rapist and a warmonger. Is he controlled opposition? And look, if you're diehard Bernie, I'm not shitting on you. We all wanted him to be this guy. We all wanted him to be this guy. I did. In my fucking apartment right over there, I have a Bernie Frisbee, I have Bernie stickers that all you guys gave me on the road. When you came to the Progressive Comedy Tour shows, when you came to the Jimmy Dore shows, I saw Bernie speak in Iowa. I saw him speak 3 times in Los Angeles. The Bernie people came to our show in Iowa. They came to a bunch of our live shows. I wasn't naive. Oh, Bernie's our savior. And I've said all the time on this show, don't hang all your hopes on one person. That's why the Tulsi people got all mad when I called her a fucking sellout. But now that I've thought about it, she's still a fucking sellout. She's a sellout. He just sold us out. We cannot trust the Democratic Party at all. And that interview I did with David Bethea, a Bernie canvasser, he put it so succinctly. He said, Graham, Bernie is just the furthest left of any mainstream candidate with a legitimate shot at the White House. But most of us, myself included, we're further left than this guy. As I've said before, we've all said this, he's in Western Europe, he's a centrist. These are centrist policies, free healthcare. They already have that over there. They've had it for decades. Suspend my campaign. I'm sorry. Bernie, thank you for inspiring all of us, for getting involved. So many of us got more involved in politics. And thank you for mobilizing the youth. I mean, the young people are so fired up because of this guy, but we got to be done. We got to be done. I'm done with the Democratic Party. Dem exit. Fuck Joe Biden. And if they try to put Cuomo, who closed 20,000 hospital beds, got shut down under Cuomo. They're in the middle of a fucking crisis. I mean, they got stacking up body bags in goddamn New York City, and they should have more hospital beds. Cuomo shut them down. And I got to watch the corporate media tell me, oh, he's him and his brother with a nipple ring. They're so cute, those two. Or Gavin Newsom. Boy, Gavin Newsom looks so presidential. I did a video on this. Please watch it. It's Gavin Newsom talking about, oh, he's doing, wow, Gavin Newsom's like, we're opening up hospital beds. He's being a leader. That's what you're supposed to do. By the way, Gavin Newsom just approved 24 fracking permits on April 4th. Oh, was Joanne Reed doing backflips about that? Was anyone talking about it in the corporate media? No, I was. I was talking about that. Because I subscribe to the Sunrise Movement. I can't listen anymore. Bernie's speech today, and he's like, we got to mobilize ideologically. No, this was your chance, Bernie. This was your chance to go. March 15th, he should have gone, Joe, the reason when Joe Biden said the same bullshit, how are we going to pay for it? How are we going to pay for it, Joe? You're paid by the healthcare lobby to say that. How are we going to pay for it? I don't know. The way we pay for, how we pay for all of our wars, Joe. And what are we seeing now in this pandemic? Just $4.25 trillion giving to the banks. It's more than Bush and Obama got for the banks during the housing crisis. This first bullshit stimulus plan, he voted for it. AOC voted for it. 96-0 in the Senate, voted for it. Bernie is a career politician. You watch Hillary in that Hulu documentary. At the end, they bring up Bill Clinton, or they bring up Bernie. And Hillary says, Bill Clinton's her husband, who was on Jeffrey Epstein's plane 26 times. She was on 2 times. Bill and Hillary went to Epstein's compound in New Mexico. Just to clarify, they're friends with pedophile rapists because they're pedophile sex trafficking rapists. Anyway, sorry, I got the names mixed up. When Hillary in her documentary on Hulu talks about Bernie, she said he's a career politician. She just kind of laughed. I don't think he's some deep state shill, CIA. I think they know how to play him. They know he's not going to fight. And while I'm pissed off and disappointed, also I got to kind of be honest with myself, Bernie is acting the way he's always acted. We wanted him to run third party in 2016, wouldn't. The draft Bernie movement. I know people that worked in that movement. Ron Placone went there 2 years ago and said, Bernie, now's your chance. Start a third party. I'm hearing little grumblings online. Roseanne DeMar from the nurses union is talking. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. We cannot reform the Democratic Party from within. AOC and Omar they're going to endorse Joe Biden. He calls in this video Joe Biden a decent man. A warmongering rapist with dementia is a decent man. Sorry, I'm out. Thanks, Bernie. Thanks for unifying and motivating us. We're going to need to take all the people that got all fired up for Bernie, get out whatever emotions you have, sad, angry, whatever. I saw some people post that worked in campaign who had I have this health condition, a comic friend of mine, Andy Erickson, and she was like really thankful for Bernie for fighting for us, and I appreciate that. And I'm not mad at her. If she doesn't want to be as mad about Bernie as I am, that's great. And anyone out there watching, you're sad, you get to have that sadness. Have that sadness. Have that sadness. We all wanted to believe in this. But ultimately, the Democratic Party is the problem. You can be really mad at him too if you want to be really mad at him. Go for it. The Democratic Party, your anger, your sadness, your disappointment, focus it. I'm not giving he doesn't get an excuse. AOC doesn't get a pass. Tulsi didn't get a pass. I'm not giving any of them. I'm not fucking giving any of them. I gave Tulsi and Bernie and Mike Gravel my fucking money. I don't feel bad about Mike Gravel. I feel bad I give him my money. He owes me money. Tulsi fucking owes me money. They owe me fucking money. They owe me money. Obama owes me a fucking house. George Bush owes me a fucking house. 22 vets a day commit suicide. Obama and Biden took us from 2 wars to 7. Breaking, Senator Sanders drops out and endorses the warmongering rapist with dementia, takes all our money and hope and backs another friend of Epstein, just like 2016. Never Biden, Dem exit. Yeah, I've done a video, Biden's buddies with Epstein. There's an Epstein victim who accused Joe Biden. She was trafficked by Ghislaine Maxwell, and one of the people she was sent to was Joe Biden. Tara Reid, oh, believe all women unless you accuse Joe Biden, then we got to listen to Alyssa Milano's bullshit. Truth Out is full of shit. Whitney Webb, who I just had on the show. There is no longer any excuse to place all your attention on our fake election and not on the government's push to vastly expand its power and take us closer than ever to a police state. The DNC, RNC will not save you, and they don't care about you. Stop waiting for a political savior. She is 1,000% correct. Even when I was being supportive of Bernie, I said, don't hang all your hopes on one guy. That's not a movement. It's a cult. We need a movement. We need a movement of anti-war, Medicare for all, left-leaning American socialists. Fuck this. She is 100% correct. Right? When I did the Tulsi video, and all the Tulsi people got mad at me, you thought she was your savior? Nope. Bernie's not your savior. AOC's not your fucking savior. The squad, none of them. None of them. You cannot be a savior within the Democratic Party. Here's what Ilhan Omar tweeted. Today our movement faces a setback, but every single blah, 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 blah. And I said, impossible to do from within the corrupt Democratic Party. You already said you're going to endorse the rapist, warmonger, and dementia-having Joe Biden, so I really don't care what you or other sellout squad thinks. Dem exit. Never Biden. And going back to what Whitney said, what Whitney is talking about is the thing I've been talking about on this show. That stimulus thing, that bullshit, $1,200 we might get. We don't know when it gets. And do you know what it is? They're paying you with your money. Did you know that? It's actually an advance on a future tax return. So it's not even government money. Maybe we're all hanging, and people are like, when's this general strike happen? When are we? People are still kind of, because we're waiting on the $1,200 check. Maybe I'll get approved for unemployment. Maybe I'll get that small business loan. That small business loan you might not have to pay it back. Read the fine print on the small business loan, because I applied for it. You may qualify to keep it. Maybe. That's what they did to me with the stimulus money when my house, the crash hit. I was losing work. The crash hit made it worse. I lost 30 to 40% of the value of my home. My mortgage company said, wait till you get over 30 days behind on your mortgage. Then we'll give you a stimulus plan. So I did that. I took them at their word. And I filled out all this paperwork. They put me on a forbearance. And I didn't see this till later. Forbearance. We're cutting your mortgage payments in half. At the end of 3 months, this was the fine print I didn't read. You might qualify for a loan restructure. And I read that the first time. I was like, well, of course they got to keep people in their homes. I was still thinking that, oh, as awful as George Bush is, a bunch of foreclosures, that's not great. I still was naive to think, if you qualify, we'll restructure your loan. Well, guess what happened to me and millions of other Americans? Oh, you don't qualify. And now I'm 3 months behind. So be careful. When the state of California and the city of Los Angeles and other places say you can't get evicted or foreclosed on if you're 30 days or more back on rent, if you're right. But what the fine print of that is, if you don't pay your rent for 3 months, you still then owe it. They're not wiping out. They're not saying you don't have to pay rent for 90 days until we get out of this pandemic. So April, May, June, nobody has to pay rent or mortgages. If they were doing that, that'd be great. Oh, we'd all have a little breathing room. If you don't pay, they can't foreclose or evict you, but now you're 3 months behind. So you haven't worked for 3 months. And now you owe 3 months back rent. $96-0 in the Senate. Don't trust either of these parties. That's what Whitney Webb is talking about. And, oh, we're all scared for COVID. So I've shown this. Where is this thing I want to show? Hold on. There is a where is it? Where is it? Google to release your location data to help fight coronavirus pandemic. April 3rd. That's also what Whitney Webb is talking about. So they're going to scoop up all your money. Everyone's afraid. They're going to keep us so terrified. They're going to show you that footage on TV, the body bags in New York, and the numbers keep going up, and terrorists are coming. The Muslims are coming. Okay, fine. Take all my personal freedoms. Just keep me safe. Oh, okay, we'll keep you safe. COVID's coming to get you. They're going to surveil us and keep us in a police state. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. There is no longer any excuse to place all your attention on our fake election. This is it. Bernie just said it today. Great. Everybody's talking about Medicare for all. We still don't have it. Bernie his moment was it's literally like God said, Bernie, here's your moment to save the people. Stand up and go, we are in the middle of a pandemic. Now more than ever, we need Medicare for all. All those jobs that got shipped overseas by NAFTA, we need that ended. We need ventilators and masks and protective equipment for our frontline medical staff manufactured here in America. We just had to close our borders to China. We need that done now. Everybody needs Medicare for all. We need $2,000 a month UBI. He puts it on his Twitter feed and shit like that and on his YouTube channel, but then he doesn't stand and fight for it. It makes no sense. Again, I'm talking to a friend of mine today from Open Primaries, my friend John Updike, who's been in professional politics for 30 years. He goes, Graham, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's general strike time, kids. It's yellow vest time. Human cost of capitalism. 8 million people die from lack of clean water. Annually, capitalism kills more than that every 5 years. Know the real enemy. These people die not because we lack the ability to solve these problems, but because it is not profitable to do so. The Black Book of Communism alleges that communism has killed 94 million people since 1917. Capitalism kills more than that every 5 years. Yeah, totalitarian communism has killed a bunch of people, but it doesn't come close to this. We're talking about socialism. We're talking about democratic socialism. We're talking about there's enough money to take care of all of our citizens. There's homeless tents. The homeless problem has gotten so bad in the last couple years, and now, and you better believe the ruling elites. Watch my video about Bill Gates. They're sitting there going, I mean, this disease, when it hits the third world, it's already, I did a video on what's happening in India, what it's going to do to Africa. It's where they have no healthcare, no infrastructure. It's going to, but I bet you the ruling elites are like, wow, there's 7.5 billion people here. We got to get that number down. And Americans are just going to give up and give up and give it up and give it up, or they're going to wake up. Because you know what's going to happen in the next couple months in America when we have 25 to 30% unemployment and people can't pay their rent? The sheriff's going to come to evict people. And someone's going to stay and board it up in their home, and there's going to be a shootout with a gun. And it's going to get ugly. The cops are going to send more brute force. But hopefully what will happen, some cops are going to see this, they're going to get shot or whatever, and they're going to go, I'm not doing this anymore. Jimmy reminded me of this cop in Chicago during the foreclosure who stopped serving evictions. I'm not doing it anymore. That's what Chris Hedges talks about. When the security, the police and the private security, stop protecting the oligarchs, that's when we win. Right now, the police department is paid and trained to go after and brutalize the poor. That is by design. That's for capitalism. So the 1% need to keep the 99% poor, divided, fighting with each other. That's why I did a video months ago saying Bernie and Tulsi supporters should work together. So when I went after her and then some Tulsi supporters got all fucking butthurt, and they're like, Graham, you better say the same about Bernie. Me, I got 14 Twitter followers. Yeah, wake the fuck up. It ain't about Bernie. It ain't. I watched an interview with Deb, the same progressive, at the convention in 2016. Jimmy was interviewing her for TYT, and she said, yeah, I like Bernie and his policies, but it's not about one person. That's the thing. We're all, you know, the corporate media calls us the crazy burn bros. Like we're just like following this mythical cult leader. No. I want Medicare for all. I want a Green New Deal. Imagine if we had student debt forgiveness. Bernie should be screaming that right now. He should have said, instead of giving $4.25 trillion to the banks, I'm going to take $1.6 trillion there, student debt forgiveness. So all these people who are paying $200-300 a month, you don't have to pay that now. It's done. And no one has to pay rent for 3 months. Done. Not back pay. Done. They gave it all to the banks. So now is our moment for a general strike. There's a McDonald's in Crenshaw, part of Los Angeles, and 3 days ago, they went on strike. A couple employees got tested positive for COVID-19, and they're like, they're not giving us masks, they're not cleaning the facility, we're not safe, it's not safe for us, the employees, it's not safe for the customers. So you know how they protested it? Because it's drive-through only now, right? Every restaurant that is open, it's drive-through only. They got in all their cars, put strike banners, and they're driving around. There's a picket line of cars through the drive-through and surrounding the McDonald's. I'm going to go down there in my car with a camera and get some footage of this. Fuck yeah. The Amazon strike, we need to support all these strikes. Capitalism is killing us every day. Cuomo, because of capitalism, cut Medicare in New York. He got rid of hospital beds. He's been gutting the nurses union. And that's one of the reasons, not the only one, why there's so many people dying in New York. Cuomo and capitalism are part of the reason the number is so bad. Part of it is New York's a big city. Everyone's on public transportation, so it's spread really quickly. You can't walk out of your apartment in New York and not be in contact with 24 people inside of about 2 minutes. That's part of it. But he could have had more stuff in place, but he cut it for money. Capitalism kills. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom. There we go, folks. There it is. Why don't progressives talk about the evils of the Treasury like the alt-right does? Yeah. $779 people watching, 452 likes. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to read some super chats. The $1,200 checks will arrive by April 15th. Great. Great. But it goes against future tax returns. So a year from now, you're supposed to get a $1,000 tax return. You actually owe the government $200. Just so you know. My mom left the USSR and came here so I could be born and grow up in a better country. Now, 2 huge life problems. I can't hardly afford healthcare, and I'm drowning in college loans. Both those are free in Russia. Yep. Yep. Greetings from the Netherlands. What's up? Follow Chris Smalls on Twitter, at Shutdown Amazon. Thank you for showing us that. That's the strike organizer. Chris Smalls is the strike organizer that got fired by evil sociopath Jeff Bezos. No, you know what? I don't know what usury is. Norway here, what's up? Let me read some super chats, everybody. Thank you for supporting my show. Matt S., Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Your thoughts on the studies of CO2 emissions being dropped dramatically since people haven't been commuting versus the methane gas emissions from cows. I'm all for vegan guns, just want your thoughts. Vegan guns 2020. Yeah, I just got some new fucking protein powder at my co-op. Oh, shit. I'm going to show it to you, everybody. I don't get any sponsorship from this company, but maybe I should. Maybe I should reach out to them. This company, MRM, veggie protein with superfoods, low carb and diet friendly, 22 grams of complete protein, got amino acids, no soy, no gluten. It is fan-tiggity-tastic. Only 4 grams of fat, no grams of cholesterol, 275 milligrams of sodium, only 6 carbohydrates, 22 grams of protein. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, vegan fury. Matt, getting back to your question. My thoughts on the studies of CO2 emissions being dropped dramatically since people haven't been commuting. Great thing. First of all, hit the like button, everybody. Get the likes up to 700. We got 700 some people watching. Like it, like it, like it, like it, like it. First of all, I've said this before, the air quality in Los Angeles is the best I've ever seen it in the 20-some years I've been living here. It's unbelievable because nobody's in their cars. And another reason to go vegan, or at least get rid of dairy. If you want to still eat, I mean, we don't need to go vegan. Is what this is showing to me, first of all, and I've said this before, look how the whole world is rallying together to fight this pandemic. If we treated climate crisis, we're in a climate collapse. And this is why I'm so mad at Bernie for doing this, is he was sort of the last shot, the last hope. His Green New Deal was the top Green New Deal. It was the best one I had seen, better than Tulsi's All Fact, fucking Biden's middle ground, fucking rapey, hair-smelling fucking climate change, Liz Warren's fake progressive green military. I want to green up our military. Oh, great. Yeah. Rockets powered by biodiesel. Thanks, Liz. Why don't you go take a selfie with that? If we don't get off of fossil fuel, we got to be completely off of fossil fuels in less than 10 years, or we have no shot at surviving. Like and this is the thing that the corporate Democrats and the any blue will do neoliberal idiots have just done, is now Trump's going to get another 4 years. So I don't know how we implement a Green New Deal with a climate change denier who's paid by the oil lobby. And even if Biden were to win, or fucking some idiot like Cuomo or Gavin Newsom, Gavin Newsom just signed 24 fracking licenses on Friday, April 4th. Gavin Newsom just did that. So if we had real progressive leadership, not the fake Bernie AOC fake kind, but the real progressive leadership, we could look what we're doing. I mean, Ford and General Motors have just teamed together to make ventilators. That's how the way we're reacting to this, even with all this, the cheating, the scams and the fucking stupid stimulus. If we did this the right way, then what a Green New Deal would be here's stimulus money, not going to the banks, jobs in America, everybody working on green technology, student debt forgiveness, free college, and all, and in the same way, we're like, we need more nurses, we need more doctors, right? 25,000 doctors and medical staff all just flew to New York. Doctors are coming out of retirement. They're graduating nursing students like faster, like quicker in New York, especially. We could mobilize this whole country, because the thing that is inspirational during this pandemic is I'm seeing the creativity of Americans. I'm seeing Americans like, how do we figure this out? Like, let's figure this out. This guy in Texas in his garage making these little ventilators. They look like old school, like 50s sci-fi movie helmets, right? So he started cranking them out. People just come to his garage and started volunteering and helping. He's just like, we got to do this. This guy in a garage in Texas, and he shipped a bunch of them to New York. Like, that's ingenuity. That's like the American spirit. That's the thing that makes me. And we need to think creatively on how to circumvent these two evil, corrupt parties and this fucking awful ruling class. So part of a general strike is us taking the power back, and we have the power now. And that's a way we can help fight we're in climate collapse right now. It's not even climate change. We are in the middle of a climate crisis, and if we don't do something about it, the human race is going to be dead. We won't make it to 2040. Won't happen. But just this 3 weeks of nobody driving, look what it's doing. So part of this general strike should be for labor, and it should also be for the environment. I know that was kind of a broad, complex answer to your question, Matt, but that's what I think about that. Oh, yeah. CCC basement. Shave your knuckles with justice. Lose the shirt, just wear the vest, watch the light count soar. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just plant a tree. Seriously, folks, absolutely. Bernie is all about making money, just like half the jokers that dropped out months ago. They knew they didn't have a chance, but they knew to make money running. Look, man, I was talking to Susie Dawson about this, and she made a great point. Every time Bernie talks, he says donate money. Even today on his live stream, the donate button was right there. I'm not giving that guy my money. I'm not giving a Democrat my money ever again. No Democrats are getting my money. Hit the like button. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. We got 700 people watching. Let's get the likes up to 700. Prayers for nipples. Lincoln Rose fighting slavery finally after pressure from below. I'm not sure. Sleepy Joe. Climate change is now irreversible. The slowdown of industrial activity will doom us even faster due to the loss of aerosol masking effects. Sorry. Yeah. Look, I've read all the science reports. I've done the study. I've read the studies. I've had people on this show. The thing is, there are solutions out there that if we got really behind them, there's a solution out there. I mean, like there's an algae that literally absorbs CO2. They figured out how to make algae absorb CO2 at 400 times the rate of trees. Imagine if that was mass produced. Imagine if we were like all hands on deck, making that, putting all Americans to work, putting the whole world to work, exporting that technology to places like India and other third world countries that have big population, getting everybody to work there. Imagine if we did that. They found a soil bacteria that absorbs methane from the soil. And they're like, it's a matter of time before we can figure it out how to absorb it from the environment, from the atmosphere. It's a matter of time. But again, they need big money. And you need the Federal Reserve to just write trillion-dollar checks the way it does to the cocksuckers in Wall Street. Is it dire? Absolutely. But I believe if we put everyone got in working together on this, we could find there's a solution out there maybe we haven't even thought of. The ingenuity is amazing. You're seeing the ingenuity during this process, right? I mean, Everyone bought toilet paper. It's impossible. And so I bought a bidet, this bidet company online, selling them for $30. The long-term effects of that, more people are going to buy bidets, is actually more hygienic. Yeah, there's a lot about Marianne Williamson that I liked. You really want Darianne on TikTok? I don't know if I need to eat. I need to eat. Yeah, where's the money we donated to Bernie going now? If it's to the DNC, I'm asking for a refund. Absolutely. The fascist government and corporations do not care about you. They will let you die. No, don't be so mean. The corporations are nice. Don't corporate shame. God, millionaires and corporations are here to help us. That's why they just gave us $1,200 and they got $4 trillion. Come on. Don't be so negative. Hit the like button. Come on, everybody. Read some super chats. ShadowZack09, what's up? Thank you for supporting the show. I'm so disappointed in Bernie Sanders dropping out. Yep, I feel you. Especially since when he said he was running again, I was like, I don't know. Is he going to, and you started to see him get momentum. You started to see him rise in the polls. You started to see him like, holy shit, people, all these big endorsements. You started to see it. People like, man, maybe this could happen. This could happen. That was part of it. For me, at least, was the like, well, maybe. And then my friend Joe Biden, he kept saying that. And we kept waiting. Like, when is he going to start fighting? When are the gloves going to come off? When's Brooklyn going to come out? Never happened. Got every right to be. Every right to be disappointed. Farkas Garvey, thank you for supporting the show, Farkas. Shave your knuckles for justice. Yeah, boom. Yeah, boom. Yeah, boom. Yeah, boom. I don't know what that meant. Put Bezos in a cell with the booty warrior. Oh, man, I'd love to see Bezos in an orange jumpsuit. Wouldn't you love to just see all just perp walked, you know what I mean? Hand chained, perp walked in orange jumpsuits, just security guards. But I'm Jeff Bezos. Shut up, convict. Oh, yeah, there you go. A lashing for each one of your $1 billion. Emberg 33, shave your knuckles for justice. Please improve Bernie's foreign policy as well. Yeah, that's a good point. If I ran as president, I would take his Medicare for All plan. I would take his, I would take Bernie's Medicare for All and his Green New Deal. I would take a less capitalist UBI bill. I would have UBI and National Jobs Guarantee working together within a Green New Deal. Part of my Green New Deal, actually, would be a better foreign policy. I would be out of these wars. I would be like, we're done with the bombing. Like America in the middle of a pandemic, we're still dropping bombs on people. We're still sanctioning Iran. We're killing Iranians. No problem. They don't care. We don't care. We're just killing Iranians. No mention from fucking Bernie. That's what I would say. I'm done with these wars. We're going to save the planet. We're not going to be bombing people. I don't need to sanction Iran or Venezuela because I want them to keep their fucking oil in the ground. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some American money in to help Iran and Iraq and the Saudis fucking go green. Keep your oil in the goddamn ground. And the Saudis, I might round a couple of you up. And Mossad, that's currently protecting Ghislaine Maxwell because an article in the Jerusalem Post said she was hiding out in Israel. You better fucking play ball too. And she is going to be arrested if I'm president. Yeah. Trump supporters think, oh, he's calling out all the pedophiles. Oh, really? William Barr can't seem to find Ghislaine Maxwell. No charges have been brought up on her. Bullshit. Trump's a fucking parasite. Billionaire pedophiles that pull their strings. Prince Andrew, locked up. I'd have him brought back here in a fucking cage. Brian Bourne, Shaver Knuckles for Justice. Bernie dropping out when this country needed him the most is like getting divorce papers right after getting diagnosed with cancer. Hashtag never blew no matter who. I know. It's like, that's not leadership. That's not a strong... Chris Hedges wrote a column a couple weeks ago. Like, Bernie doesn't have... You look at somebody like... Let's look at Winston Churchill. I am not excusing, he was very racist when it came to India and how he treated Gandhi. That was awful. But just Winston Churchill and how he dealt with the threat of Hitler in the middle of World War II. Winston Churchill had been a career politician and everything, but when this crisis hit England and the world, he said, this is my moment. I'm standing up for this right now. I'm doing this now. This is what we need to have happen. That moment has just passed over Bernie Sanders. If Bernie said, and I'm sorry, the Democratic Party is cheating, I'm done, I'm starting a third party, vote for me, I'm going to get us out of this pandemic, I'm going to end this crap, the country would go bananas and go, yes. He doesn't want to. He's controlled opposition. Really? We're supposed to kick this can? Joe Biden's going to get fucking clocked. We're going to have 4 more years of Trump. And even if Biden didn't win, at the end of a 4-year Joe Biden thing where we watch his dementia get worse and worse and worse, you thought Reagan's second term was bad? Reagan didn't start his presidency with dementia. It started in his second term. Joe Biden's dementia is like worse than Reagan's was at the end of his 8 years. They're going to come back with some even worse sociopath. And the person who would run in 2024 would be somebody like AOC, but the watered down Pelosi ass kissing one that we're starting to see now. Bethany Hunt. Thank you, Bethany. Just a bit to help with the income stream. I thank you so much, Bethany. A lot of great ways to support the show, everybody. First of all, hit the like button, get the likes up there. When you watch my clips on YouTube, watch the ads all the way through. When you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Put it on a separate window. Just let it play out. Like, watch it on your laptop and on your phone. Let the ads just play. The super chats, what you're all doing, which I very much appreciate. And yeah, Trump's gonna fucking crush Biden. Trump is going to crush Biden. That's the other thing. They would rather lose. But I want to talk about other free ways. Patreon.com. Well, that's not a free way, but patreon.com/Graham Elwood. You get bonus content for as little as $2 a month. I put some of the karaoke songs on there. I've put the comedy show, rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. All my videos are on Rockfin ad-free. So even just watching and clicking, they call it endorse on Rockfin, I get residual income. If you sign up for their $10 premium thing at Rockfin, $10 a month, you get access to everybody's premium content, and I get residual income from that. So when you sign up for $10 a month, like some of you don't want to give money through YouTube, which I totally get. There's just a lot of great ways to support the show. Yeah, Joe Biden is a pedophile. WorldSocialistWebsite.org, WSWS.org. Cannon fodder, the country is doomed. I know it's a bummer, man. But I also want to, then the other free ways to support the show, again, just let the ads play. Like, subscribe, all those free, just click things, support me on social media at Graham Elwood. All those numbers help. Also, I have a Pandora channel, Graham Elwood Pandora channel. It has my 2 stand-up comedy albums, Comedians Got a Boo-Boo and Palm Strike Dance Party. And it's free on Pandora. And when you listen and hit the thumbs up button to my tracks, I get residual income. They have to pay me. Pandora has to pay me. So you get free comedy. I get paid. All the artists get paid. It's a cool way to support the show. Elizabeth Warren did this to us by not dropping out. She fucked over progressive movement. Bernie should have reached out, but she didn't. She's a pussy. Yeah, Biden, what's going to happen is probably Biden is going to either get COVID or they're going to call out his dementia, and then either Elizabeth Warren or Cuomo or Gavin Newsom are going to, or it's going to be Warren Cuomo 2020, like she's going to be the nominee, and Bernie's going to support her, and you know, and people who are like, you know, I like Bernie, but I like Liz Warren too. Those people who the sort of left-leaning any blue will do's will think that Liz Warren is some fantastic progressive, and yeah. Jimmy and I have talked about, you know, organizing, you know, I don't know. Jimmy and I both were talking today. We're like, I've never organized a strike. I don't know how to do that, but we're going to push for it. I don't know what it's going to look like in terms of us organizing down the road, but we've been talking about it. Darth Buzzkill, what's up, Darth? Shave your knuckles for justice. I know eating vegan is not cheap. Here's some cheddar to help out. Thanks, man. Thank you. Jimmy and Ron really mesh well together. Thank you for helping to wake folks up to the scum and corruption that is going on. You got it. That's what I'm doing. And thank you for supporting my show. I like every time somebody supports me in any way, even a couple of bucks, people send me stuff. I have a P.O. box, right? So you can, some people don't, you know, they prefer to send checks or money orders or whatever. Send me the P.O. box, or they don't want to be online because they want to stay anonymous. I totally get that. Send me stuff through the P.O. box, which is at grahamelwood.com. I have a PayPal donation button if you just want to do a one-time donation. I also have a Venmo at Graham-Elwood. So you can just one-time support me through Venmo. And I'm going to be, my online store is going to be up soon. I just sent my web designer a bunch of inventory stuff, and I need to update some stuff. So yeah. So I'm going to be, there's a lot of ways to support the show, and I really appreciate it. You know, I'm just sitting here in my goddamn apartment with a fucking shitty webcam and a yellow vest, but I'm just going to speak the truth. I ain't going to stop, and I'm going to improve the production quality on this because you guys are helping support my show, so I'm putting it back into my business. You know, I got to pay my rent because that's the studio. I don't want them to fucking evict me because then I can't do the show. And they already stole my home 10 years ago, so I'm not going to let them steal another one. Fucking cocksuckers. Soulless cocksuckers. Motherfuckers. Fuck them and their families. Jameson Doan, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Good to hear you. Good to hear. Miss you and Ron on JDS. Majority Report and other YouTubers have digital roundtable of people on daily. Easy to set up. Please talk to Jimmy about doing the same. Yeah, I did actually. I'm glad you brought that up. I did mention it to Jimmy today. I said, dude, let's, because I saw he did an episode where he had Malcolm Fleischner and Stephen O on and did an aggressive progressive reunion. So I'm going to talk to him about having Ron and I on because it's so fun to do it, and I miss doing that show so much. I know we're all missing stuff, so I'm not saying, oh, woe is me, because we're all in this together. It kind of gives me comfort anytime I feel like, oh, this is so awful. I feel so powerless. We're all feeling very powerless, and that's why we should good to come together in this community here. But I'll just be honest with you, man. I miss just going in Jimmy's garage and talking and laughing. We make each other laugh on that show. I miss being on panel when he did the live shows. Oh my God, the last live show we did was in San Jose in front of like 450 some people. And then we sold out 2 nights at Harvell's in Sacramento, which is an independently owned rock club. And I worry about all these cool venues that I've performed at, and the owners and the staff. No one's working. What are these clubs going to do? I mean, they're all going, you know, what's going to happen? They're all going to get bought up by Live Nation or some shit like that. Unless they get turned into fucking Starbucks or everything. So we're all just under this fucking corporate kleptocracy, oligarch-run fucking oppressive regime. That's what this is. That's what that stimulus bill was. And they'll pass more bullshit ones that'll give the banks more money and more power, and us getting more fucking screwed and a couple little table scraps, and we'll have to go, oh, thanks, AOC, Bernie, they fought for us. Now they're allowing us to go into a billionaire's garbage can to dig for food scraps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry, did I look at you? Sorry, please beat me. I miss doing that show. I miss doing live shows. Not performing is really rough. Plantastic Life, what's up, Dominic? Democrats and independents in swing states should join the Green Party. If Greens reach different numbers, perhaps Dems will pay attention. I'm down. I can't vote for Howard Hawkins, though, because he's pushing Russiagate. I just can't do that. Bernie pushed it. Another reason to just... I can't fucking Russiagate. I can't listen to Russiagate bullshit. I can't do it. I'm down with so much aspects of the Green Party. Like I said, I've had Jill Stein on the show. I like her. She's awesome. And I voted for her in 2016, and I have zero guilt about that. I'm so glad I did that, and I didn't vote for the warmongering pedophile Hillary Clinton. Nosley Malik, what's up? Good to see you. Shave your knuckles for justice. Bernie is not a sellout. He made a huge difference. Bernie is a movement. Well, okay, sure. If that's how you feel, fine. I wanted him to do more, so I'm angry, and I'm going to express that anger. And I'm not angry at you for feeling that way. And let's not be angry with each other. Yes, he is a movement. I still don't understand why you would amass this movement and this money and then not use leverage at the most critical moment in the United States and the world's history when the whole world needs you right now, and you didn't do it. That I don't understand. So you want to give it a different definition than sell out, that's fine. But I agree with you that he was a movement, and what we all need to do to move forward on this, mourn the loss, get pissed off, whatever, thank Bernie, fuck him, tell him yes, tell him I love you, tell him I hate you, whatever you want to do. The divorce just happened. I've been through a divorce. There's a lot of emotions that come up. Now we got to take this movement that, yes, he did help organize a movement. I personally think he organized it intentionally to nosedive it so he wouldn't have any power. But whatever, you don't have to agree with that. But yes, he did create a movement. And we, in all of that movement, need to stay together and get together and organize and build coalitions and fucking crush the goddamn 1%. Not talk about it, not tweet about it, do it. We got to organize a general strike. Thanks for supporting the show. Miss Hendricks, what's up? Shave your knuckles for justice. Trump is so happy he doesn't have to face Bernie. Wait for the Republican campaign videos of pervy Uncle Joe sniffing little girls' hair. You're so right. Trump knows, the Republican leadership knows they were going to get crushed by Bernie. Fox News talked about it. Fox News last April did a poll before Bernie did that Fox town hall. Fox viewers, 47% said they would have voted for Bernie. 40% said they would vote for Trump. That was a year ago. After the town hall, he did even better when he explained the difference between democratic socialism and totalitarian communism. He could have spent the whole summer explaining to all of these red state voters, I'm actually here for you, Trump is not. He wouldn't do that. Trump's doing backflips. He's going to crush Biden. The Democratic Party, not a blunder, a deliberate move. They would rather lose to Trump than let a progressives take over the party. The Democratic leadership got terrified when AOC won and the squad won in 2018. They were like, oh, fuck. They've spent this last year when Bernie announced going, we got to stop this, we got to stop this, we got to stop this. And all the billionaires and the big corporations that fund the fucking Democrats, the same assholes that fund the Republicans, all just stood up and cheered. The stock market went up today when Bernie announced. It spiked. What does that tell you? And Americans, working class Americans that think, well, see, Bernie was going to be bad for the economy, are dumb. The Dow has nothing to do with the economy. The economy has nothing to do with the Dow. The Dow, 85% of all stocks are owned by, take a guess, 1% of the population. The 1% just did backflips today. What does that tell you about who Bernie Sanders, what his policies, what a threat that was? And the 1% controls both parties. Trump's doing, he knows he's going to win now, or he's going to run against fucking Liz Warren. He'll crush her. Cool Blue 71, shaving knuckles for justice. Joe Rogan is correct. Trump is preferable to Biden. I'm in Michigan with Pennsylvania, and I'm in with Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. They will most influentially decide election 2020. I reject the D's. I will not vote for Trump, me personally, and here's why. First of all, it's that, for me, it's that lesser of two evils thing. That I only have two choices. I don't subscribe to that. So Trump, here's why I don't like Trump. First of all, he mocked a Gold Star family. That's a family that lost someone in a U.S. service member to war. He mocked a Gold. That he can go fuck himself on that one right there. And how military and vets support Trump is beyond me after that one move right there. Unbelievable. He gave a $1.5 trillion tax break to the wealthiest people in America. He did that 2 years ago. He said he was going to be anti-interventionist. He hasn't. He's kept all the wars going. So you got to get out of the two-party mold. That's I don't agree with Rogan on that at all. That's a mistake, and that's the faulty lesser of two evil Coke versus Pepsi thinking. Be done with both parties. Voting for Trump I would never in a million years do that. Vote third party. Showing also, when you give your vote to one of the two big parties, you're telling them they can fuck you however way they want to. So you're saying, well, Trump's going to just fuck me and lie to me, not as bad as Biden. But you're still getting fucked and lied to. So I wouldn't encourage that at all in any way, shape, or form. Be done with both parties. They're both screwing you repeatedly. I know Joe a little bit. I don't know him that well, but I got a lot of respect for what his show and everything. I don't agree on that at all. No fucking way. The two-party system is the problem. The two parties control the election commission. Did you know that? The two parties shouldn't run that. It's ridiculous. It's like having, it's like the fucking referees at the Super Bowl are owned by, that one of them used to be a player for this team. It's just, you can't have them involved in it. We got to circumvent both parties. Will Newsom, shave your knuckles for justice. I got burned by Obama twice, 2 times. Yeah, same here, man. By Sanders in 2016, we bowed down to HRC and the DNC. Then got torched by Yang, Tulsi, and Sanders again. The DNC will make bank with 4 more years of Mango Unchained. Yep. Get out of the two-party system. All of us. All of us. Get out of the two-party system. And if there aren't third-party candidates on your ballot in your state in November, write somebody in. Write in me, Graham Elwood. Lori Mountain Gal Pal. Thank you for handling Bernie's collapse the same as Tulsi's. You got it, Lori. Got to be fair. Nobody gets a free pass on here. I took a lot of shit from Tulsi supporters when I called her a sellout, and I might take some from Bernie supporters. I don't care. This show, neither one of them ever been on my show. The only presidential candidate that ever came out on this show was Mike Gravel, and then, of course, Jill Stein. Those are the presidential candidates I've had on this show. So, yeah. And the people that within Bernie's campaign, the Farees, that guy, and that used to work for Center for American Progress and all those, they're utterly corrupt. There's a lot of really good, decent people working within Bernie's campaign, but they're the mid-level, the high-level people are utterly corrupt. So all the people that worked on his campaign should be pissed off. We all hoped and we all got inspired. And I went to 4 of his rallies and covered them and shot them and put them out there and talked to people and interviewed people and saw the hope in everybody's eyes and saw people in wheelchairs and on crutches and with health conditions who really needed this. And I saw that. And to bail now at this moment makes no sense. So be done with both parties. Chuck Kelleher, shaving knuckles with Josh says, thanks, Graham. Keep the pressure on. Boom. You got it, Chuck. Mount Unit. Nice. I like your hammer and sickle there. Thanks for supporting the show. Jillian Morrison. You're making Gotham great again, Jillian. Bernie had no business taking money from hopeful supporters if he had no line to draw for unendorsable behavior. Absolutely. Absolutely. And he talked about that in his speech today. We had 10 million, we had 2 million individual donors, 10 million donations, average of $18. Why did you take all that money, man? For what? Where is it going? He didn't even buy attack ads against Joe Biden in crucial states for Super Tuesday. He didn't do it. Where'd the money go? You got to ask that question. I gave my hard-earned money to that man. We're all, money's tight for everybody right now, unless you're a banker. Aaron McBride, shaving knuckles for justice, burn the DNC down. You got that right. I like the way you spelled that. Let me make sure where we're at here. 706 watching. Maybe Jimmy's gone live yet. Well, I got to wrap this up. Jimmy's going live. All right, I'll read through the super chats real quick, and then I'll let all y'all go over to Jimmy. Tell Jimmy I said, hey, and tell all the Jimmys, like, subscribe to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification button and go in the super chat and tell people to subscribe to Political Vigilante. Jimmy has 700,000 subscribers. I'm almost at 65,000. If I got a bunch of those people to come over, I know they know who I am. I got on the show a million times. They just get them to just pull their hand and just click on Political Vigilante. That's all I need you to do. That's a small, just type in Graham Elwood. Oh, click. It's real. Click on red, subscribe, big red button, Graham Elwood. That's all you got to do. Just help me with that. That's a great way to help grow the show. All right, we'll read through these super chats. You can all say hi to Jimmy and Steph and Brownie. Vanna Dulls, shave your knuckles for justice. No comment. Nice. Andrew Dwyer, shave your knuckles for justice. It's disheartening to see that someone like John Lewis, who fought alongside MLK, endorsed Biden. Makes me wonder if MLK would have stuck to his roots. Yeah, that's a tough question. Bethany Hunt, I think Bernie's old and tired. Yeah, I agree with that, Bethany. I was watching today. I was like, he just looks exhausted. And maybe, I don't know. He just looks exhausted. He's 78. I mean, it's a tough thing to ask a 78-year-old guy to do, to fight like this. You got to be younger. You got to be able to, you got to fucking take a ton of shit and fight. And it's hard. It's hard. The activist road is hard. And any activist, anyone who's ever been an activist for anything, for any amount of time, ask themselves, fuck, does anything matter? Does anything count? Again, I talked to my friend today who's been in independent politics for 30 years. And he goes, I have days, Graham, I'm just like, does any of this, am I doing anything? Am I moving the needle at all? And then he said, well, then I see positive things, and he looks for positive things. I've had those days. Recently, I've woken up in the morning and just go, what am I doing? I'm just stuck in my apartment yelling into a fucking camera. What am I doing? Nothing's going to change. And if I was 78, I might be like, I'm out. I'm going to retire and just fucking play with my grandkids. I could see that. I see it. Just don't organize a revolution and get people to spend their money and say you're going to fight for them and then not. That's the one thing I would say. Don't do it then. If you ain't got the steam to take it all the way, then don't do it. If I legitimately was running for president, I'd be like, this is how I'm running, and this is how it's going down, and I'm going to do this my way, and I ain't acquiescing to fucking anybody, and I don't care if it ruins my political career. I don't want to be a politician. I don't want to be one. But if some people with money got behind me, I would do it. But I'd be like, I am not playing nice with any of these people at all. I'm not playing nice with the media. I'm not playing nice with anybody. I'm going to call out all this bullshit and I'm going to help the people. And that's that. And if they, at every turn, I would call out their lying and their cheating. And I would not be a member of the Democratic or Republican Party. And I would go into it knowing, well, they might try to kill me, but I'm going to fight. At least I'll die for a noble reason. It's a samurai death. It's an honorable death. If I got killed trying to save the planet, I'd be all right with that. That'd be a good way to die. Read Flashing Steel by Master Shimabukuro. It is the samurai code by which I live. Emberg 33, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. I just got an email to thank Bernie for quitting. Oof. Nope. Ben Riley, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. What if we were the heroes we were waiting for? We are the heroes we were waiting for. We are the heroes we were waiting for. James H. Most charitable take on the bailout legislation? Shave Your Knuckles for Justice, James. American people like being in abusive relationships. And they're enjoying it. They're enjoying being abused by their government, and they won't fight back. And they'll blame people like me. They'll blame the messenger for calling out the corruption of their fake heroes. Bethany Hunt, what's up? Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Bethany, have care protests, shut down city centers in your cars. You can sleep in them for days. Yep. Yep. Healthcare protests. Yeah, exactly. Again, what that McDonald's in Crenshaw's doing, that's just one, they're showing us how to do it. Get in your cars and surround something. Sorry. You know? Andrea Dixon, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice, was on a town call. If you use rapid refund for tax refund, have SSI, SSD, you won't receive your check via ACH, only 5 million distributed per week. Jesus Christ. Thanks for that update, Andrea. Or Andrea, I'm sorry. Whichever one. Pick one. Anthony Penza. Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Have you heard of water lentils, duckweed as plant-based source of vitamin B12? Oh, no, I have not. Thank you, Anthony. Always great to get some cooking tips on the show. NGP, boom. Hey, maybe we should be looking at Gen Z to lead us since they'll be the most affected by all of this. It's a great point. Look, Gen Z, they're the ones like that did, the Parkland, those kids. A lot of the Sunrise Movement is like Gen Z and millennials, They're the ones that are going to be affected. If you're in your teens or 20s, there's a good chance you're not going to make it to your 50th birthday under the current circumstances. So yeah, they're the ones. Get them motivated. All the people that voted, those young people that voted for Bernie overwhelmingly and had their votes cheated and stole, and Bernie and AOC said nothing. Yeah, those people. Yeah, get them involved. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Matt S., Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Dude, thanks for doing these videos. I know it reduce when things go back to normal, but these interactive vids are great for my sanity, man. Matt S., thank you. And you supporting all of you with your hard-earned cash. And I know money is tight for many of you, and I really appreciate it. I really, really do. And I'm going to do these. I've been going live like 5 days a week. And then a sixth day, I'm doing a comedy show with Ron, and I'm taking like 1 day off a week. So Ron and I are doing a show this Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Tickets are at grahamelwood.com. It's $5. You get a Zoom link, and then Ron and I do this like late night fun comedy show. It's some stand-up, some stuff. It's great. 10 times funnier than what those late night people are doing. Stephen Colbert, their shows are awful without a fake audience and fake applause lights, and they're fucking awful. So thank you, Matt. Thank all of you. You're all really give me, it reflects back to me. So thank you. The support thing, like we're each supporting each other. So thank you. Karen Webster. Out. This has been the worst year of my life. It's Yellow Vest time, third party. Contact your bank and see if you can put a freeze on that payment and get it back. Seriously, go get your money back. Get your $27 back. For real. And go buy groceries with it. Seriously, do it. Sal, stay fresh, Jabardi. Shave your knuckles for justice. Thanks, Graham. Stay angry. I just wish progressive leaders were 10% as angry. We'd have gotten some legislation passed. I'm curled up in my bed now. Yeah, mourn it, everybody, but then get back in it, because that's the problem with progressive leadership in the Democratic Party. They're fucking pussies. At the end of the day, they will goddamn buckle. Well, we got this amendment. Thank you for not beating me with a stick and just beating me with your hands. What a victory. Eat it. They can eat it. Cureforcancer.co. Shave him. If Bernie was the real deal, he would take in the Green Party nomination. Yep, that's what he would have done. Last time, 4 years ago, he would have walked out of the Democratic convention in Philadelphia, said, Jill, me, you, let's do this. And we would have gone nuts and gotten behind him. And he probably would have been president. Starflyer 59, shave your knuckles for justice. Boom, 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 boom. Dancing bird pair. Jason R, shave your knuckles for justice. Speaking of families, it's likely time to start publicly shaming those mofos. Find their family and ask them to defend their soulless family members. Yeah. Find the billionaires. Find who are these people. You know what they did in LA? Mayor Garcetti on April 1st, he didn't do anything for rent. So a bunch of people who couldn't pay their rent April 1st last week surrounded Mayor Garcetti's house with their cars and honked and protested. Yeah, where does Gavin Newsom live? Go surround one of Jeff Bezos' home. Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi. All these CEOs that just got bank bailouts, the CEOs of all the big banks, surround their homes and honk your horn. That's legal. It's peaceful, nonviolent protest. I'm talking about peaceful, nonviolent resistance. That's a great way to do it. Lori Mountain Gal Pal, boom. Thanks for treating Tulsi's collapse, same as Tulsi's. Thanks, Lori. Cheryl Taylor, shave your knuckles for justice. Why has Jimmy become such a hate-spewing Bernie basher? Bernie has started an unparalleled grassroots movement. I don't know. He's just as frustrated as I am. We're all frustrated. And, we got to call out the truth. That's what this is all about. I don't think he's, we talked about that today. We got to let the door, some people are going to get mad that are diehard Bernie supporters, but, we got to let them back in because there's a movement to talk about. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Basil Peterson. What's up, Basil? Good to see you back here, man. I have a little more money now that I don't have to donate to Bernie or Tulsi. I feel you, dude. I feel you on that one. Yeah, no more money for the DNC. They're not getting my money. Don't give them to the Republicans or Democrats. Don't do it. Nobody, I just can't do it. I have a little more money now that I don't have to donate to Bernie or Tulsi. I'm now an anarchist. I feel you, Basil. I feel you, man. Michael Ellis, shave your knuckles for justice. Americans have more of a choice in coffee flavors than political parties. Our choice is an illusion. It's so true. And that's what to the Any Blue will do, people. Ask them those questions. Try not to get mad at them. It's frustrating. Neoliberals are fucking idiots, but just ask them those questions. How come we don't have more choices? There's no way. If you had two choices of coffee, shitty coffee or a different kind of shitty coffee, Americans would say, fuck this. There's no way they would put up with this for their coffee choices or car. I did a joke in my act. Can you imagine if a car company was like the all-new Chevy Malibu, just not as shitty as a Ford Taurus? No way would people deal with that. No way. Honey, it's date night. We need a babysitter for the kids. There's only two babysitters to choose from, a pedophile or a meth head. I go, meth head. Kids will have activities, twitching around. Yeah, we would never put up with that any other way. So just keep hammering that home to the Vote Any Blue Will Do crowd. Ray Foley, just want to get something in, Ray. Shave your knuckles for justice, brother. Movement for a People's Party. Tell them I'll be their presidential candidate if they want me to be. Farkas Garvey, Jimmy is going to punish Bernie at Ace Holiday. Yeah, I'm sure he will. Kate, shave your knuckle for justice. Kyle Kalinske said Biden will pick Tim Kaine style, Amy Klobuchar, Gretchen Whitmer for VP. Glad, sad, you have your Velo vest on. Hi from Logan Square. What's up? I love Logan Square. I used to live there. Can you say how to buy the tickets for your online show? Yes, Kate. Go to grahamelwood.com. It's this Saturday, April 11th at 5 p.m. Pacific, which would be 7 o'clock Logan Square time, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. And I don't know where the hell else in the world you get your time from, but go to grahamelwood.com. The tickets are $5. You'll see it says online show. And Ron will email you, buy the tickets through the link at Brown Paper Tickets. Once you buy the tickets, then Ron emails you the Zoom link, and then we do the show live at 5 o'clock Pacific time. 7 o'clock Logan Square. I used to live on Kamble. The naughty vegan, what's up, naughty? Nutrition question, how many grams of political vigilante do you recommend per day? Asking for a friend. Well, you're going to want to go 10 and 10, 20 grams of vegan guns in your political vigilante per day, bitch. That'll fucking get it going. Hey, naughty vegan, have you ever been to a farm, huh? Ever seen a horseshoe? Holy shit, look at that. Look at that fucking vegan. You could open up a bottle on that. You could just pop that open. Eat it. I'll be your progressive president. Look at that. I'll have the best guns of anybody in DC. Bunch of pussies. I hope that answered your question, naughty vegan. Very serious question. Crystal Folk, what's up, Crystal? Shave your knuckles for justice, Crystal. Let's not forget Bernie's money went to rallies. Colleges woke up tons of young people who are now democratic socialists. Now we need the masses to learn MMT. That's a great point, Crystal. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, some of the money went down boondoggle bullshit, but some of it did wake people up. And if that is, that's what I'm talking about. It's okay to be critical of Bernie, absolutely. But yes, as we move forward, we need to get all those people that were, we don't quit and give up and get everybody that was mobilized, all those young people together who voted in their first election, all those college kids who were like, yeah, it's student debt forgiveness, I'm crushing this. All these people who were facing graduating from college, going into a job market in the middle of a pandemic that is created, it will create, what is going to happen is the worst recession ever. The 2008 one and the Great Depression of the 30s, it's going to be those two combined and worse. Let's mobilize those people. Thank you for bringing that up, Crystal. Lori Mountain Gal Pal, boom. Thank you for shaving your knuckles for justice, Lori. Republicans are red, Democrats are blue. Neither of them gives a flying fuck about you. Oh, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that. Holy shit, I'm going to use that. Hold on. That is fantastic. Wait a minute. I got that. I got that here. Hold on. I'm going to write that joke down. That is fucking fantastic. I'll maybe do that on the show Saturday. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Thanks, Lori. That's fantastic. Burke Herrick. Hello, Burke. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom. If there's any hope in any of this, I will write a symphony dedicated to the people. Ooh. I would like to hear that symphony. I've never been to the opera, and I've always wanted to go to the opera, and I know when I go, I'm gonna cry because it just seems so beautiful. So when this is done and we can all go out, first thing we do is do stand-up comedy. I like going to sporting events and concerts, but I'm gonna go to the opera. You know? And I'm gonna get dressed up, I'm gonna take a girl out on a date, and boom, and we're gonna have a nice opera. There we go, opera. It's gonna be beautiful. Seth Peterson. Seth, thank you so much, man. Right on. Thanks for this. Really appreciate y'all supporting the show. It's so awesome. This must not deter the progressive movement from continuing this fight against the establishment. It's exactly what they want. Bernie showed it is possible to run a campaign and make a difference without being a puppet of the evil fucking industries. Great point. Again, everything we're all talking about is great. Good to be critical of Bernie, but as people are pointing out, Crystal pointed out, all these people that he mobilized, all these people that he got to wake up, we have to, and look how we did it. No corporate money. That's how we do it. No corporate money for the people, but outside of the Democratic Party, outside of the Republican Party. A real populist people's party, a working people's party. That's how we do it. You make a great point. Seth Peterson again. Shave your knuckles for justice, Seth. I know Graham and others will continue to expose these corrupt clowns in power. We must take the wins and learn from the losses. We cannot stop because too many lives are at stake. Absolutely correct, Seth. People are mad. Like I said, take a day, take a couple days, get all the emotions out, cry, yell, scream, whatever. Write a love letter to Bernie, write a fuck you letter. Do everything you would do after a bad breakup. I'm seriously. Eat chocolate, whatever. And then wake up on Friday, or maybe even take it till Monday and go, okay, dust myself off. What the fuck do we do? Look how Bernie organized. That's important. Look how his message is. No corporate money. Look at all of these things. Look at the win. That's how you do. I played team sports, right? So I was in high school as a teenager. I was captain of my football team, and we played on Saturday afternoons typically. And I remember after a loss, just Saturday night and Sunday, just being like, and Monday you'd go watch film. And it was brutal, but you had to watch the film on Monday morning. And the coach, I was captain of the team, and the coach would fucking, Elwood, where were you? God damn it. And I'd be like, oh. But it taught me, you got to sit there and fucking take it when you fuck up. And you got to learn from it. And even after the wins, we'd have a big win and we'd all be coming in the film room and the coach would be like, well, you blew that there. You're lucky you won that game. And we'd be like, fuck. It taught me you got to break down and analyze your losses. The Democratic Party didn't do it after 16. Bernie didn't. The higher ups in his staff didn't because they were paid to derail his campaign. So we need to do that. Us as progressives, one of the takeaways that I have, I will not back a Democrat. If I see another shiny looking progressive, and that, wow, I want to believe them. I want to follow them. Oh man, they're good looking. They're a surfer. They're a this. They're a that. They're so fiery. Their speeches make a lot of sense, and their voting record was good, but they got a D in front of their name. Then I know that they are fucking not to be trusted. That is the takeaway. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me and the fucking Democratic Party. Great point, Seth. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting the show. This is fantastic. 759 likes, man, for the afternoon. Boom, 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 boom. This is a 65-inch TV. That is correct. Damn, that's heavy, dude. Yeah. Being lazy and stuck doing a probability model, and in one chat know how to map and function across a column. That is, I don't know what that means. Strong movements can keep going without relying on politicians. Excellent point. Ron Placona said this. He said this when I was on Get Your News On with Ron this morning. He goes, no revolution was ever started by a politician. It was always somebody outside of politics that started. Maybe after the revolution, they became voted in. George Washington was not a politician. Marx was not a politician. Lenin, they were not politicians. Dr. King was not a politician. Rosa Parks was not a politician. Bernie's a politician at the end of the day. That's the shortcoming. A movement needs to be started by someone that is not a politician. Trump got elected because he wasn't a politician. He blew up the Republican Party. He called out the corruption of the Republican Party. He didn't fucking want to win. Trump got in the election to come in third place, and Roger Ailes was going to give him Trump TV. So he goes, I'm going to just say all this crazy shit. And he kept winning because people were fed up. And some people believe Trump's crazy rhetoric, and okay, they're susceptible just like we all are. But a lot of them are like, this Trump guy's a jackass, but I don't give a fuck. He's just going to blow it up. He's part of the deep state. We can't trust him, but that's the point. I did all that already, and I feel better now getting my bitch out after donating for a year, and now I have not even voted yet in Oregon. I feel like I got burnt. Yeah, man. Trump is a clown. How would joining the Green Party work? Go to their website. Go to the Green Party's website. Go to Movement for People's Party's website. Yeah. Go to their websites and see what they have to offer. and see what they're about and go to their local meetings. You know, I'm sure they're having online meetings now and say, hey, are you going to sell out? And call, don't fucking go nice on anybody. Hey, Howard Hawkins, I like your policies. Why do you say all this Russia bullshit? Call them out. They fucking work for us, even the small third parties. Go to the Green Party's website. If you like their platform, right on. Go to Movement for a People's Party. That's what they're trying to start that. Do that. Do it. Get ready for 2024. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Oh, Matt S. Thank you, Matt. Shave your knuckles for justice. I'm a huge fan of you and Adam Carolla. Heard about you through Doug Benson. You and Adam have a lot in common with football. Would you do his show? Yeah, I'd be on Adam's show. Sure. Yeah, right on. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for supporting the show, everybody. I'm losing my voice. Shatner karaoke. Yeah, we got to end with Shatner karaoke. Go vegan for most. Go vegan. Stay away from too much processed stuff. Let's get a. What song should we sing, everybody? What song should we sing? Rage Against the Machine Shatner style. You're doing a great job. You're the first person I heard that would inform people and don't care if they call you a conspiracy theorist. Keep it up. Thank you. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm just going for the truth, baby. Funky Town. Oh, yeah. Take it to the limit. Oh, let's do Funky Town. Oh, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am. That's it. Boom. Doom. Up in the middle with you. I know Jimmy's live, so go over there and say hi to everybody. You can't hear it, but I'm singing this in Shatner. Oh, wait, no, this is, I need the lyrics on there. Stop. I need the lyrics. Stop it. Sorry. I need the lyrics. Official video with lyrics. Okay. Where are the lyrics? I see a lot of bell bottoms. Luxury plus size clothing. Where the fucking lyric? Put the lyrics on the goddamn thing. What is going on? What the fuck? I'm going to play this goddamn song. Where are the lyrics? I don't get this. This is driving me nuts. This is the worst karaoke Shatner ever. Give me the fucking lyrics, you bags of dirt. Hold on. Sorry. I don't know what's happening. We're really trying, guys. I didn't think this was going to be the thing that was going to derail the show. Let me write this. Stuck in the middle with you. Lyrics. All right, there we go. Okay. I think we got it. I know you can't hear the intro, but I can. Here we go. I'm doing full screen. As Shatner. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right. I can't concentrate my fall in my chair. I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. Clown do. Then wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile from my face. Losing control all over the place. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, stuck with them, stuck with the vote any blue will do. Nothing. I'm proud of that man. And your family, they all came crawling, slap you on the back and say, please donate to my campaign. Please give me $27. Please. And so trying to make some sense of it all. It made no sense at all. See, it makes no sense at all. Cool to go sleep on the floor because I don't think that I can take it anymore. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck with any blue will do. I got to sleep on the floor because I can't pay my rent because I'm in the middle of a pandemic. Fuck. Those Klingon bastards, they killed my son. I want to boldly go where no man has gone before, but the two-party system keeps starting off with nothing. And you're proud that you're a self-made man. Your family all came calling, slap you on the back and say, please donate to my campaign. Please give me $3 every month. Donate. And I don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. And I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs because they took him. To the left of me, jokers to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with the vote any blue will do. Stuck in the middle with the vote any blue will do. Stuck in the middle with the vote for lesser of two evils. Stuck in the middle between a rapist with dementia and a rapist with orange skin. Stuck in the middle with you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Well, I don't know what this song is. Okay. Let's. What? Why? Stop. I hit stop. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the show. I very much appreciate it. Brooke, Herrick, hopefully see you. I will hopefully see an actual FDR in my lifetime. It will be a long, hard road, but we can do it. No more half-measured bullcrap. Yeah. Bernie is the furthest left of anybody I've seen in my lifetime. They killed Bobby Kennedy before I was born. And even Bernie is acquiescing to the powerful. So we need a real lefty, and they need to be outside of the political establishment, outside of the two-party system. That's what we need. We need to organize this, and we need to organize it now. So thank you so much for watching the show. Go enjoy Jimmy's show, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Maybe organize for May Day, right on. That's St. Jude Hospital that I've seen before in video. Okay. Punch up, everybody. Take down the 1%. Organize general strike. Air it out, mourn it, yell it, scream it, cry it. Come back to the fight in the next couple days. Any blue will do, fuck you. Boom, boom, pow, boom, 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 pow. I'll do that next time. Thanks for watching the show. Ron Placone and I this Saturday, 5 o'clock Pacific. Tickets at grahamelwood.com. I'll type it in here in a second. We had over 786 likes. Right on. Thank you for watching the show. Tell everybody over Jimmy Dore I said hello. You're making Gotham great again. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom. Stuck in the middle with any blue will do.